Today, the United States informed us they will be imposing 25% tariffs on Canadian exports to the United States and 10% on Canadian energy.
Oh, Canada. We could have avoided this. Ladies and gents, welcome back. Buckle up. We're going to go for a ride this morning. This is uncharted territory. It's messy, and the whole story is messy, right down to the very beginnings of it. Let's get to it. Donald Trump has put forward 25% tariffs on all Canadian goods going into the United States, and this was because Justin Trudeau decided not to do anything about the border. This was the actual thing. Now, Justin Trudeau has turned this into a political issue, and he's doing his usual tactic of divide and conquer. And yes, some people are buying into this. Of course, we saw this. Oh, this is unbelievable. The American anthem being booed at sporting events. And that wasn't the only case at this Raptors game. No, it was happening at an Ottawa Senators game. This is ridiculous. Come on, Canadians. Get with it. Realize what he's doing is divide and conquer. The usual tactic. But yeah, of course, people are buying into it. The other thing is the Made in Canada stickers are now popping up at grocery stores all over the place, trying to a boycott of the United States. This is not the right direction, I would say, to go, but this is obviously the direction that some people are taking. Now, Kirk Lubramoff on Twitter said Donald Trump talked about tariffs for months and months and months and months. Instead of taking it seriously, securing the borders and calling an election, the Liberals decided to give Canada the middle finger, prorogue the government, and have a leadership race. Let's never forget that. Of course, this is where we're going. Now, of course, what were the threats? Major breaking news, 25% tariffs on Canadian, Mexican imports coming on Tuesday. Government source, if Canada retaliates, the tariffs will increase, I think it was to 50% if they do that. Now, of course, Justin Trudeau making his public statement on this.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Oh, sorry, wrong clip. That's not Justin Trudeau. That was Lord Farquaad from Shrek, but it might as well have been the same thing. Here's his actual announcement. Here, Justin Trudeau on what the response is going to be.
Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives.
This is outrageous. It's outrageous. Why not just fix the border as was suggested by the Americans? U.S. says Canada can avoid tariffs with border action. If we're your biggest trading partner, show us the respect. Shut your border, said Howard Lutnick, Trump's pick to lead the Commerce Department. It really is that simple. Lutnick distinguished between different tariff approaches. Trump has ordered a study of overall trade issues and tariffs to be finished by April 1st. Lutnick described that the process as a broader, while saying the immediate 25% tariffs Trump has pledged on the two countries as soon as February 1st is related to migration and the like stuff you can't say on YouTube, the F word, we all know what that is, issue along the border with the U.S. If we're your biggest trading partner, show us the respect, shut your border, he said of Trump's February 1st threat. If this is a separate tariff to create action from Mexico and action from Canada. And as far as I know, they're acting swiftly. Well, unfortunately, they were acting in the wrong way. And if they execute it, there will be no tariff. And if they don't, there will be. So there will be because of inaction. Now, Justin Trudeau also saying this one really kind of caught me off guard.
And now is also the time to choose Canada. There are many ways for you to do your part. It might mean checking the labels at the supermarket and picking Canadian-made products. It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon, or foregoing Florida orange juice altogether. It might mean changing your summer vacation plans to stay here in Canada and explore the many national and provincial parks, historical sites, and tourist destinations our great country has to offer.
So what caught me off guard there was the fact that he's talking about this going on into the summer. We're not talking about a short-term issue here. We're talking about long-term. Yeah, you know, buy Canadian. I mean, we should always just be buying Canadian. What are you talking about? This always should be an issue, but no, it's not. And it doesn't seem like this is going to end anytime soon. This is very bad for business. It's very bad for Canadian companies. And I wouldn't be surprised to see companies jump ship altogether. You know, if you want to have access to the world's largest market, the United States, why not just be there if this is the situation that we're going to be given in this. Now, Pierre Poilievre making a statement on Twitter saying we must put Canada first. This is why common sense conservatives condemn President Trump's massive, unjust and unjustified tariffs on Canada's already weak economy. Now, the unjustified, I don't know if that really flies, but leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Were they unjustified? They gave the exact reason and the way out of it, but here we are. Now, he gives a list of things that he would do as prime minister. 1, retaliate. 2, put all tariff revenue in to affect the workers. This isn't just going to be a tax that should just go to the government to pay off, well, basically Trudeau's spending. All the way down here at the bottom, number 6, rebuild our military and take back control of our borders to regain the confidence of our partners, assert our sovereignty, protect our people, and put Canada. Hold on. Why is that number 6? Why is that number 6? That should be number 1, because that would get rid of the tariffs immediately, in my opinion. Again, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Now, he said all of this at a press conference as well. And you can listen to it. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But I want to give a big shout out to Alex Zoltan here, moving up in the world. He's been reporting here with me on this channel, now working for True North News, and asking questions at a press briefing alongside of the mainstream media to the next Prime Minister of Canada. Here's the question he put out.
Alex Zoltan, True North. Question is, do you believe that tit-for-tat tariffs with the United States could lead to a trade war that Canada cannot win?
I believe we're already in a trade war, and I believe no one will win. I think both countries will lose. And that's my message to our American friends. Why? Why would you want both of our countries to lose a trade war when we have the most successful trading, security, and geographical relationship that any two countries have ever had in the history of the world? Why would you want us to lose, both of us? Because that's what's going to happen. This will make America poorer, weaker, and less safe. Will Canada lose? Of course. We're both going to lose. So let's stop losing on both sides of the border. Let's hammer out our differences and actually trade more. That would be a winning solution to all of this, and that is the message that I will bring as we put Canada first.
Yeah, put Canada first. Let's put Canadians first, and let's hear a little bit more of the previous Pierre Poilievre that we heard, just back in December.
The results are in on the Prime Minister's radical liberalization of hard drugs. He teamed up with the BC NDP to decriminalize fentanyl, crack, and heroin. He lowered jail sentences for mass producers of deadly fentanyl. And 80% of the fentanyl made in Canada is done so using ingredients that are not even regulated, but come right into our country where they're cooked into that poison, now threatening our trade relationship with the U.S. Will he reverse his radical liberal agenda to save lives and jobs.
I'd like to see more of that Pierre Poilievre, perhaps, because that is the Pierre Poilievre that is gonna, stop this whole nonsense that's happening right now. Now, there's a lot of contention. I see a lot of people saying, but we're only 1% of this whole thing. Now, this has been contested. Here's Stefan Ponwazi on Twitter saying, Canada's public safety minister just said that less than 1% of the bad F word stuff is from Canada, and ditto for illegal immigrants. Here's why that's a whopper of a lie. Warning, your opinion of Canada will irreversibly change. Now, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to have to get into this in another video because this is just, it's going too long, but I want you to tune into this, but this is where we're at in Canada. In Canada, we are moving forward with this trade war. We are not turning back, and this is a situation where we could absolutely put this one to bed. Stop all of this stuff that Donald Trump doesn't want to be going into his country as well. And this is a major issue. Now tune in later as I publish the next video talking about exactly why we are probably the world's capital when it comes to illicit drugs and money laundering. Anyway, we'll see you in that video. Tune in. Keep on trucking.